This is the NBA Finals, Game 2. The Spurs come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Milwaukee Bucks. The NBA postseason coming up next.
We are on the biggest stage in professional basketball, the NBA Finals. We're set for Game 2 on 2K Sports. Tonight, to give us a picture of where this series is headed. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the San Antonio Spurs. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Pippen in at the point. And for the Bucks, they've got Luka Doncic, and it's Garnett in at the 4 spot. So the Bucks win the tip. You look at San Antonio, in Game 1, they wrestled away home court advantage. They get greedy tonight.
Well, another win would put them in complete control. The coaching staff admonishing them not to be satisfied with the split. This is where champions go for it all.
Pippen pass to Tatum. To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
There's no argument that Tatum's at his best when he's distributing.
Here's Wade, pounded by Tatum. Wade, the pass to Garnett. From 11 feet away, Duncan, no good. Inside. Rebounded by LeBron. Pass to Doncic. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
First one falls for him.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
So he gets them both. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Pippen, guarded by Doncic. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Doncic. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Back to James. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Tatum. Skates back. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
And Doncic puts up a deep 3. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Chamberlain. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play. Get some points and give this team some confidence.
scorers in the playoffs on our 2K leaderboard. Second, Jason Tatum. The fourth spot held by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Seems like these two can always find points, no matter what big game pressure they're playing under.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Doncic, a screen on Tatum. Here's Wade, and he drives in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. He talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum. He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all three levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
And Allie, thank you for that. Chamberlain gets the bucket.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Here's Doncic. From deep three-point range, Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And he banks in the layup. Antetokounmpo has gotten his third basket of the night.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to Garnett. Here's Wade, pounded by Tatum. James, outside. Drains the triple.
They got the ball to the right guy. James ready to shoot at all times.
San Antonio leading by 3. Antetokounmpo, pass to Durant. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on LeBron James. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. A different look for San Antonio. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Thompson in for Pippen.
The most impressive thing about Durant's career is his efficiency as a scorer. Given the amount of defensive attention he draws, it's quite impressive.
Doncic passes to Wade. Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. The Spurs have gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Outside Durant. Tatum, a screen on Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
And Tatum's got the ball here for San Antonio. 6-point game. Pass to Thompson. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The sheer size of Thompson makes it difficult for defenders to match up well against him.
San Antonio shooting their second and third shots at the line here. That free throw is good from Thompson.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
LeBron, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Payton comes in for Luka Doncic. And so he hits both. 1:04 left in the first quarter. James against Thompson. James inside. Unable to get that one. Thompson with some nice D. George, right side. Pass to Mitchell. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter here. To the middle. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 8. And he lobs it up.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Mitchell against Payton. Up top, Tatum. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Anthony. In transition. Here come the Bucks. Kept alive. Pass to Wade. Oh! Wow! And the powerful one-handed slam.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. San Antonio on top, up by 4. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
They're looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Here's Thompson. They've got Klay Thompson. Anthony is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Payton in at the 1. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Gobert. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Anthony outside. On the wing, Payton. Thompson against Anthony. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Anthony. Here's George. No made baskets yet. Pass to Gobert. Here's Pippen. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Anthony. San Antonio shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That free throw misses. And San Antonio making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Bucks trail. Outside Payton. Pass to James. Back to Payton. James deciding where to go with it. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And for the Spurs, they're shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Davis misses.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
James passes to Garnett. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Mitchell's checked in for San Antonio. Pass to Payton. Here's Garnett. 5 on the clock. Lets it fly from 18. Out to James. They shoot again. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. James has got 5.
Well, you have to appreciate how selfless Towns is. If you get wide open, he'll reward you.
George against Thompson. Outside Davis. Kicks it to George. There's the 3. San Antonio again missing.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Outside Payton. Thompson against George. Takes a three. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Not too many players have ever had the feel for the three-point shot like Klay. He was born to shoot the deep ball.
Here's Mitchell. Nails it with a hand in his face.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Payton finds James. Floats one. James takes the hit and sinks the shot.
What touch from LeBron. Almost unrivaled in terms of different finishes in the paint.
Both teams will make substitutions. And real quick, let's check out the field goal percentage leaders in the postseason. In the third spot, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Since we started the playoffs, he's been totally locked in offensively, taking and making some good looks.
Thompson passes to Durant. Antetokounmpo, a screen on James. And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And I mean, how do you guard Giannis? When he's looking to score, sometimes you just have to foul him.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Mitchell's checked in, and he sinks the second. The Bucks leading by 3. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Three-pointer, Anthony. Donovan Mitchell with a board. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Durant for 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Durant's got 6.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
Doncic passes to Mourning. Mourning. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Well, you have to love the hustle to follow it up there. Time that tip perfect.
Thompson passes to Antetokounmpo. Misses from close range. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Garnett, defended by Thompson. There's a screen by Anthony. Driving in, down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot's good. And now it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Outside Mitchell. And he's going for the oop here. Here's Wade. Give him 8 points now. Doncic passes to Anthony. Knocks it down from distance. Anthony's got 6 here in the quarter.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Outside Tatum. They need this. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
Well, with his dribble moves, Tatum will get where he needs to go, and he's an outstanding finisher.
Doncic against Thompson. Doncic, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Mitchell, the pass to Antetokounmpo. There's Tatum with the 3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Garnett, that's good.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Outside Tatum. There's the block. For 3, Anthony. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Bucks on top, leading by 4. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Hey, thanks. KD, a slow start. How do you improve defensively?
We got to control the pick and roll. We're making jump shots, so, hopefully we just keep it tough.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for our contestant.
You know what? They push the action, but also play within themselves. Show great execution.
And that usually leads to a high field goal percentage, and that's exactly what's happened here. Taking a look at the... And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back...
And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. Here's Pippen. He's scoreless. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Also Kevin Durant out there. And it's Pippen in at the point. Down low. Here's Chamberlain. Blocked! Here's Garnett. Pass to James. Antetokounmpo inside. James is there. Here's Pippen. Guarded by Doncic. They set a pick. Here's Durant. And the 18-footer right on the mark. Durant's got his third bucket of the night.
And KD getting to his spot there. He thrives in the mid-range.
Here's Wade. Back to Doncic. He shoots. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Chamberlain. Up and over Doncic. Chamberlain, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Garnett. Now Doncic. There's the triple. Luka! Lethal!
Defense was all over Doncic, so he smartly uses a pick to get free to shoot.
Outside Durant. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Minutes into the second half of play now. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Chamberlain. 4 on the clock. Here's Tatum. From the top of the key, he buries it. Tatum's got 9.
Yeah, such a good-looking jumper. Nice high release. Tatum can do this all day.
Here's Wade. From the high post, another one falls for Milwaukee.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Here's Pippen. Up again. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark. Here's Wade, hounded by Tatum. Wade misses. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by LeBron. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. Doncic on the wing. Tries again. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Durant. The Spurs have gone cold here in this 3rd quarter. Just 3 of 9. Doncic right side. Durant against James. And there's the lob.
Not even fair. I mean, just shredding the D to pieces. Guarding James and pick and rolls is almost impossible given his basketball IQ.
Pass to Durant. Lets the 3 fly. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. 11 points in the game.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Shot's good by James.
The response from the King still has that competitive fire.
Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for the Bucks. George, he's checked in for San Antonio. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. They trail by 7. Here's Chamberlain, covered by Towns. Chamberlain passes to George. Tatum with a screen. Shot is up. Nice shot by George. George has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Nice touch from the veteran wingman. George just understands when he should look to score.
Here's Wade. 10 points for him. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. The Bucks making a switch here. Thompson's checked in, and San Antonio making a change here. Spurs trail by 7. Davis pass to Thompson. There's 53 seconds left in the 3rd. Pass to Durant. Rebound, Milwaukee. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. The Bucks leading by 7. To the inside. James passes to Wade. Kevin Durant with a rebound. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Durant earning those 2 points.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the 2nd half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Doncic outside. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Spurs. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Milwaukee out in front. Up. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Klay Thompson, and it's Towns in at the 5. That's the group from Milwaukee right now. The Bucks leading by 5. Garnett passes to Wade. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out Towns. The 3. The rebound by the Spurs.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, there's the alley. Oh, that's offensive interference. A different look for San Antonio. Gobert comes in for Davis. And Anthony subbed in for Mitchell. Milwaukee has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Towns is screened on George. Wade drives in. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Thompson, he's checked in for Anthony. Knocked away. Thompson passes to Wade.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And let's talk about their blocks. When you're facing a team swatting shots, it becomes a mental situation as well. Makes you think twice before you fire.
Hayes is checked in for Milwaukee. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Mitchell's checked in.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Pass to Wade, and that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Thompson. And another miss by Milwaukee. And it's Mitchell with the ball for San Antonio. 8-point game. George passes to Tatum. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
A fearless dunk by Thompson, showing the defense they can't force him to back off.
Mitchell, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Tatum with it, defended by Thompson. Tatum against Thompson. Nice D from Thompson. The Bucks leading by 8. Pass to Payton. Here's Garnett. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Spurs. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. Durant, he's checked in for San Antonio. Pippen comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got the chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Durant for 3. Offensive rebound. The Bucks have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Throws it up high, and down it goes on the lob.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
Outside Tatum. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Garnett's got 6 rebounds in the game.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Back to Doncic, fires from deep. And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. Spurs trail by 10. Outside Tatum. It's hauled in by Garnett. Garnett's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Doncic outside. Launches a 3. He drops it from range. And the Bucks lead by 13.
And give Luka the ball, and you know what happens next. Instantly, he finds a shot.
There's Tatum with the 3. Chamberlain passes to Durant. At the arc, KD drains it.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
Milwaukee leading by 10. And Doncic launches from deep. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
And look at Luka now getting aggressive at the arc. He was eager to answer that last 3.
Now here's Tatum, guarded closely. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Wade. Doncic passes to Garnett. Back to Doncic. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And you can't let Doncic get this type of positioning because then you're pretty much forced to foul him.
And the second free throw is good. And Greg Popovich has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. A minute 15 left in the fourth quarter. Left side Tatum. Pass to Chamberlain. Second chance shot. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And the free throw, no good. The Bucks have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter.
Game 2 of the NBA Finals has been decided. Now the teams will be switching venues, but boy, what an important win for the Bucks.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And what an important win. Tying the finals at 1-1. Going down 2-0 would have put them in a huge hole.
And the finals are just getting started, guys. Neither team with an advantage. This could be a classic series. An impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
So this one belongs to the Bucks. It might have been just game 2 of the series, but this one felt like a must-win.
I just love the fire they played with tonight. It's the playoffs, and they really brought the energy.
And now let's check in with Allie. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. That concludes game 2 of the NBA Finals.
Game 3.
And it's the start here of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. 2K Sports postseason presentation of the NBA. And it's tied 1-1. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. So with Anthony sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. James is out there with Garnett. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Wade. And it's Duncan in at the 5 down low. And for San Antonio, Tatum out there with Pippen. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Durant. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5. You take a look at the Bucks. Well, they had one taken from them on their home court. Big-time wake-up call there, Greg. We saw it. They've responded. And this is their opportunity for revenge.
And, Kevin, throughout the season, they've been the better team. But that all goes out the window now. This is a very even fight. They need to find a way to reassert their dominance. This thing could actually slip away from them.
It sure could. Now here's Garnett following the shot by Kevin Durant. It's good. Garnett's got the game going here with the first basket for Milwaukee.
Just a knockdown shooter. Garnett so good with the ball in his hands.
Pass to KD. This one for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
About a minute played so far here in the first. LeBron outside. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
Yeah, sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
And that's Life Above the Rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here are the Spurs. Thursday's loss was a disappointment.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You cannot afford to do that. When you're in an opponent's building, you got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
Now James after Jason.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Now here's Durant. Pippen outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
On the pick and roll, you almost have to play Durant to shoot. But his ability to create opportunities for others is also elite.
Wade against Pippen. Wade passes to Doncic. Another shot. Chamberlain with the block. Tatum against Doncic. A floater. Tatum's shot is off.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now, here's Doncic. Duncan with his screen on Chamberlain. The 3 for Doncic. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Thompson, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Morning's checked in. Wade with it. He's picked up by Pippen. The shot by Wade, no good.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Pippen finds Thompson. Spurs working the ball around now. It's Durant with the drive. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And a fast break now for the Spurs. Here's Pippen. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Spurs trail by 4. Antetokounmpo passes to Thompson. Kick out to Giannis. And the 3 off target. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Wade up top. Duncan with a screen on Pippen. Here's Wade. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Pippen. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Bucks leading by 4. Now it's headed down to David Aldridge, who was able to draw up the great Popovich.
Undoubtedly, their defensive focus is trying to limit Luka Doncic. Coach told me Luka is a great player who impacts the game on so many levels. No one has been able to shut him down. We just need to play with physicality and make him work for everything. We'll see how they handle one of the toughest matchups in the NBA. Guys?
Thanks, David.
Well, coming off the pick and roll with that length, KD makes so many good decisions.
A different look now for San Antonio. Davis is checked in for Chamberlain, while George comes in for Kevin Durant. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Thompson. Milwaukee also making some changes. Towns, he's checked in for Mourning. Anthony comes in for Duncan. And it's Payton in for Luka Doncic. Anthony can't hit.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And Melo operating in the mid-range, he does such a great job of finding open areas out there where he knows he can dominate.
Now here is Davis, and the shot goes in.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Bucks.
And I think as fans, you always want to see the best in the league healthy. Anthony Davis out there tonight. The NBA is just better when AD's playing.
The 3 from George. It's rebounded by Towns. Thompson inside. Pippen on him.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to boot.
George way outside. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Milwaukee on top. They lead. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
So with Duncan sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. LeBron James is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Payton. And it's Thompson into the shooting guard position. Towns with the steal. Here's Payton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A tricky play from Payton inside, taking his offense into the defense and making sure he got the whistle.
San Antonio making a switch here. Tatum's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Anthony. Tatum deciding where to go with it over Garnett. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Garnett the pass to Thompson. Thompson hammers it down.
Great signs as Klay goes vertical that time.
Spurs trail by 6. Outside, George going inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Thompson. First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Gobert, he's checked in for San Antonio. Amen Thompson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Anthony's checked in. Lob pass to Garnett. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Spurs. Thompson sets the pick for Pippen. The three-pointer's right on target.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that
one. The Bucks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First free throw is good.
And the sustained greatness of LeBron James, just something when you take a step back, you really marvel at. We truly have been witnesses to something special.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Spurs. Milwaukee also making some changes. Hornings checked in for Anthony. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Thompson. They get it back. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
LeBron against Pippen. Now here's Wade. Tight defense on him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical. And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Thompson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Mitchell. Sweet teardrop. Donovan Mitchell. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Wade against Thompson. Wade kicks to LeBron. And he banks in the layup. James has got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Giannis against Mourning. Bounce pass onto Antetokounmpo. Tatum passes to Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Basket counts. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
And a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
It's Garnett on the wing. Pass to James. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
A different look now for San Antonio. Kevin Durant comes in for Scottie Pippen. And Georgia subbed in for Thompson. And then for Milwaukee, Towns comes in for Mourning. And Doncic is subbed in for Thompson. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Garnett. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for James. Spurs trail by 3. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Second is Jason Tatum. 4th, LeBron James.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
George finds Giannis. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's KD. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Anthony.
Terrific work from Durant that time, able to use his length and his frame to get the contact.
Anthony's checked in for Mitchell.
Well, a big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Outside, Towns. Hands it from downtown. Towns has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Wow, look at the release. Towns with a quick trigger.
Outside, Tatum. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And the Spurs making a change here. Thompson's checked in. The 3 from George. The rebound by the Bucks.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Wade outside. Goes up from the top of the key. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Thompson against Doncic. The shot by Thompson, no good. Bucks leading by 6. Garnett surveying the defense. Doncic finds Garnett. Back to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Giannis grabs the miss. And so Giannis will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Tatum passes to George. Back to Tatum. Over Wade. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
It's his first trip to the line. All free throws good from Doncic. 7 seconds left here in the second. Outside Tatum. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Seeing how things are. And that is it for halftime, folks.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. You look at James, what a contribution.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
Yeah, the rest of the team seemed to line right up behind him, matching that kind of intensity and looking for him to come through with some big plays.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Chamberlain. Pippen is out there with Tatum. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's KD in at the 3 spot. James kicks to Doncic. Wade outside. Duncan with a screen on Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Garnett the pass to Wade. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by the Spurs.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Pippen. Tatum on the wing. Here goes Tatum. And here's Chamberlain. The shot, no good. Wade left side. Yep, that one goes in there. Wade's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
Love the concentration from Wade. Totally committed to finding a high percentage shot.
The Spurs shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Durant wide open. He fires. Good. It's Tatum picking up the assist. Durant's got 10 points.
Yeah, with KD, that's automatic.
Duncan outside. LeBron outside. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. It's Durant on the wing. Covered by LeBron. Pippen, the pass to Chamberlain. Now here's Durant. Shoots over James. And too long on the shot.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from 3.
LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. For 3. The 3 ball from Doncic.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
He just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Doncic passes to Garnett. Out to Doncic. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
And now the fast break, LeBron with the ball. Nice D from Pippen.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now. Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. For the lead. A rebound by the Bucks. Garnett's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Doncic finds Duncan. Here's LeBron. Up again. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got 6 rebounds in the game. Pippen the pass to Giannis. For the tie, it's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from Garnett. 1:37 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Wade. Duncan with it. Garnett outside. Over on Antetokounmpo. And Garnett misses. Spurs have gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. Wow, Giannis with the strong finishing shot.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
And the Spurs with some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Chamberlain. Davis comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Mitchell in for Jason Tatum. And then for Milwaukee, Hornings checked in for Duncan. Thompson comes in for Kevin Garnett. And it's Peyton in for Dwayne Wade. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Gobert. For the lead, here's Pippen. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Peyton against Mitchell. Now here's Gobert. Guarded closer. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Durant. Strong finish by KD.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
Warning a screen on Pippen. The 3 for Doncic. That one doesn't drop. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Spurs out in front, leading by just 2. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So with Duncan sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Dwayne Wade. Garnett is out there with Mourning. And it's Anthony, and it's Payton in at the 1 spot. And he gets it to go.
Well, Dwayne Wade has taken thousands of shots where he's been challenged, and he's made them just like that.
Giannis outside. Davis setting the pick for Antetokounmpo. Mourning with some nice D. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Bucks. Here's Wade. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
And there's the youth, Wade jumping out of the gym.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Tatum against Anthony. Outside Tatum. Mitchell outside. Over Payton. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
And this is routine for Mitchell. He doesn't need much space to feel comfortable elevating.
Payton passes to Anthony. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Giannis kicks to George. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. Garnett with the block, and he recovers it. I'll give a look now for San Antonio. Chamberlain's checked in for Anthony Davis. Kevin Durant comes in for Mitchell. Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Paul George. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Mourning. LeBron comes in for Anthony. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Wade. And Doncic is subbed in for Payton. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Thompson, he's checked in for San Antonio. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Thompson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Garnett, the pass to Doncic. Drawn right side. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Duncan with a screen on Thompson. And here's Doncic from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
Pass to Thompson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Tatum's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Garnett against Pippen. On the wing, Thompson. Now James. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Huge block as the length of KD paying off there.
Tatum no good. The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And Thompson kicks to LeBron. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Will Chamberlain picks one up.
And getting to the line at will, James using his smarts these days to draw those kind of shooting fouls.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Thompson. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Klay Thompson.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Against contact, Giannis Antetokounmpo forces it through.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Pippen against Wade. Free throw line jump shot. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Doncic. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Here's Giannis. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Bucks leading by 3. Pass to Doncic. Lob pass to Duncan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, so the game is on the line, and you don't want Tim Duncan with the basketball, you're crazy.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Milwaukee.
They've been in the zone from mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the 3-ball. I mean, it's been falling for them. They're locked in, and that outside shot going, that's a big difference maker.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tatum passes to Durant. Giannis outside. Garnett with the block. And he gets it back. Tatum gets to Pippen. Clock at 6. Giannis outside. Second chance shot.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
So it's the Bucks now, and that's an intentional foul.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
Jason Tatum. Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. San Antonio calls timeout. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. 16 seconds left in the fourth. Pippen dishes to Chamberlain. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
And so the Bucks take the win. And they've edged in. Much appreciated, David. Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for
It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The San Antonio Spurs have a battle ahead. Can they even the series at 2 games apiece? They know they can win, and now must rise to the occasion with millions of fans looking on as they square off against the Bucks. Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start now.
It's the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. The championship is almost within reach, and with the series standing at 2-1, we could be looking at a make-or-break game. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. We've got LeBron James, and it's Garnett in at the 4-man spot. And for the Spurs, Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Davis. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Pippen in at the 2. Taking a look at Milwaukee, this is one of those turning point games. Will they go home tied or in a position to close it out on their home floor?
Hey, road wins are never easy, especially at this point in the season. They'll need to be at their best to get it done.
Now here's Davis. Wing Tatum. Here's the 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Pass to Garnett. Here's Duncan. Over on Antetokounmpo. No good off the back of the rim. And so Davis will bring it up for San Antonio. It's a 3-point game. 10 feet away. Antetokounmpo can't connect. And the Bucks with possession. Pass to Wade. Down low. Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
Getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
Here's Pippen. Now Tatum, guarded by Doncic. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Pass to Garnett. Offensive rebound. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. Literally practice that every day.
Here's Tatum. And then Tatum slams it in.
One of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the bounce.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. James, outside. Here's Wade. Rebound by San Antonio.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
And San Antonio making a change here. Mitchell's checked in.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
And let's take a look at who's been lights out from beyond the arc in this year's playoffs. Number 5, LeBron James.
Some guys thrive on the postseason pressure. He's been an unbelievable floor spacer for them.
Doncic against Mitchell. Fader on the way. And it's Doncic missing. Spurs lead by 5. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They get it again. There's Tatum with the 3. San Antonio again can't hit.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
The 3, James. Another shot. Corning with the bucket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Here he goes. And the layup falls. Antetokounmpo's got 5.
When Giannis starts to drive, the defense knows it's in trouble. He powers right through them.
Doncic passes to James. Back to Doncic. James outside. Fires it. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Intelligent basketball. Keep feeding the hot hand.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. I asked him how they plan to deal with Luka Doncic, and he said, look, we all know what Luka can do. He'll get his points, but we can't let him take over. We have to maintain our focus on defense for every minute of all 4 quarters.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. Anthony's checked in for the Bucks. Payton comes in for Doncic. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Tatum looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Back to Mitchell. It's tipped. Here's Wade. Inside. It's deflected. Tatum against Payton. Outside Tatum. There's 37 seconds left in the first. Here's Pippen. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. George, he's checked in for San Antonio. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Milwaukee. Klay Thompson comes in for Wade. The Bucks trail by 5. Anthony with it. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Chamberlain pulls it in.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Pippen pass to Chamberlain. Now Tatum. From downtown. San Antonio again can't hit. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the San Antonio Spurs. 8 points in the quarter, showing. And the energy is palpable in this arena. Welcome back to the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Taking a look at the Bucks. We've got LeBron James. He's out there with Anthony. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Thompson. And it's Payton in at the 1. Thompson passes to Payton. Pass to James. LeBron without hesitation. Shoots over Tatum. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. James has got 6 points.
Now understand this. When LeBron James entered into the league in 2003, that's when lots of players were actually taking mid-range jumpers.
Tatum against James. Ooh, rugged finish from Tatum.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Towns is screen on Thompson. Here's Payton. Soft touch off the glass. Payton's got his first 2 points of the night.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Lets it fly from 18. Mitchell, good.
Showing off his skills as a shooter. Mitchell knocking down that mid-range look.
Thompson against Payton. Here's James. Oh,
yes.
Whoa. Throw it down.
Oh. Okay, wow. Old man LeBron James getting acrobatic, putting on a show. I see you, big fella.
Mitchell against Thompson. Mitchell showing some muscle.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
The Bucks trail by 5. Now, here is James. Give him 8. Shoots over Tatum. The shot by James, no good. For San Antonio, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Mitchell, the pass to Thompson. James against Tatum. A rebound by Klay Thompson. And so Thompson will bring it up to the Bucks. Trailing by 5. James outside. Thompson outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Thompson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here now a list of the players who have had the hottest hand in the playoffs. Second, Jason Tatum. Fourth, LeBron James.
Seems like these two can always find points, no matter what big game pressure they're playing under.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Durant against James. Here's Pippen. Pass to Durant. Clock at 6. Great open look there. Durant's got his first 2 points.
This is an intelligent play call by Durant, shaking up the defense so he can find his angle.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Doncic against Thompson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And this team's offensive catalyst, Doncic, puts pressure on the defense every possession.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense. The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Pass to Wade. Floats one up. Rebound by San Antonio. 1:51 left in the first half. Outside Davis. Pippen, pass to Durant. Shoots over Thompson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Just absolutely dominant inside. You have to be all over Durant.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. Anthony's checked in for Thompson. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Milwaukee. Anthony comes in for Klay Thompson.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Back to Doncic for three. Oh, Doncic! What do you expect?
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the three. Needs to keep doing this now.
Here's Pippen. Durant for three. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Doncic, a screen on Durant. Here's Anthony. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Kevin Durant. Milwaukee shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Antetokounmpo's checked in for San Antonio. Tatum comes in for Anthony. He hits the second from the line.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Tatum against Doncic. To the middle. Here's Durant. What a throwdown from KD.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
Pass to Duncan. Back to Doncic. From the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Tatum against Doncic. Here's Garnett. For three, Anthony. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. San Antonio on top. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those.
Seeing how things are shaped. Thanks for tuning in.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today?
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Davis out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Pippen in at the 2 guard. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. For 3, Durant. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. And he lobs it up top. Ooh, Durant with a steal. In transition, here they come. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
We have seen Durant make major strides as a defender. Excellent at coming away with steals. Running.
Pass to James. To the paint. Here's Duncan. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Just another dime from LeBron. And this man, every time he drops a dime, I feel like he moves up the leaderboard.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Pippen. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Shots blocked. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Back to Doncic. Inside. LeBron fires one down.
Roll back that clock LeBron, the king, still reigns.
Spurs lead by 3. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Tatum. The rebound by the Bucks.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Pass to Garnett. And there's a pick. Here's James. Here's Duncan. And stolen by Durant. Antetokounmpo up top. Check by James. Here's Pippen. Now Durant. 5 to shoot. No good there.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Back to Doncic. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. During the playoffs, the NBA leaders in shooting from the floor. 5th on the list, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Since we started the playoffs, he's been totally locked in offensively, taking and making some good looks.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. James against Durant. 6 on the shot clock. For the tie. James from distance. Easy work.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Pass to Pippen. Back to Tatum. On the wing, Davis. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Antetokounmpo, a screen on James. Durant finds Antetokounmpo.
Got to appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis. Rolling with purpose after setting the screen.
Doncic passes to Wade. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. No good. Excellent D there from Davis. And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. The lead is 2. Tatum passes to Antetokounmpo. Durant for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Duncan's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Doncic. Lays it up and banks it in.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
San Antonio has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And the Spurs making a change here. Mitchell's checked in.
Substitution on court.
On defense, the Bucks. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Antetokounmpo surveys. 4 on the clock and out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. Paul George, he's checked in for San Antonio. 1:36 left in the third quarter. George against Doncic. Here's the pick. To the middle. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Pippen. George for 3. Sinks it from distance. George has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. The Bucks trail by 3. Pass to Mourning. Back to Doncic. 3-pointer. And George with some nice D. Fast break. Here we go. And he's going for the lob. And Giannis with the jam.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
James against Durant. James passes to Wade. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And the Spurs with some changes. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Mitchell comes in for Pippen. And it's Thompson in for Durant. Thompson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Hayden comes in for Luka Doncic. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Hayden passes to Mourning. Fades away. Shot's good by James. James has got 7 points for the quarter.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you gotta make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
Thompson scanning the floor. Here's Gobert. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. San Antonio on top, up 2. And Greg Popovich addressing his team. But
don't stop the aggressiveness.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. They've got Klay Thompson, and it's Garnett in at the 4.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Milwaukee now. 2-point game. Here's Wade. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
San Antonio's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Gobert with a screen on Payton. Down low. Gobert hammers it home.
Well-run play, and Mitchell puts it in the perfect spot.
The Bucks shooting about 47%. A nice number. Pass to Towns. Back to Wade. And he lobs it up to the rim. 6 to shoot, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And the Spurs making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Anthony's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Pippen. Oh, the teardrop falls in. And the Spurs lead by 4.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Payton against Thompson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Staying strong against the defense. It's just great to see Davis initiate the contact.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Gobert. Milwaukee making a switch here. Good on the second one.
At the least, he did extend it to a 2-possession game. That's important.
Pass to Duncan. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
That's his first turnover of the game, and that only goes to show how well he's taken care of the ball to this point.
Spurs lead by 5. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Left side Mitchell. Outside Davis. And he gets it back. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Wade, pass to Payton. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for San Antonio. Durant comes in for Thompson. LeBron, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Luka Doncic comes in for Wade. Davis can't hit. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Bucks. trailing by 5. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Giannis with the dunk.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Outside Payton. Pass to James. Looking to win the run. And he elevates for the jam. Jason Tatum on the receiving end.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Outside Durant. Tatum against James. Right side Tatum. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Spurs making a switch here. Pippen's checked in. Wade, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The Bucks trail by 5. From deep, here's Doncic. Durant pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Tatum can't hit. The Bucks have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Here's James. Oh, LeBron sending it home.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. There's Tatum with the 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 4 assists in the game.
With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
James deciding where to go with it. 1:46 left in the final quarter. Pass to Duncan. Just 5 on the clock. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Spurs lead by 6. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Pippen. Baseline Jay. It's hauled in by Garnett. Garnett's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's James on the wing. 1:02 left in the 4th quarter.
Guarding James has always been a challenge. So good at getting the better of the defense.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Here's Doncic. There's 45 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. Both good from the line that time.
A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
Tatum against Doncic. They double-team Tatum. Pass to Davis. Hits the jump hook. And the Spurs lead by 7.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Timeout call. Milwaukee. They're trailing by 7. Pass to James. Over Durant. Oh, denied by Durant.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense.
And here's Tatum. So we see the Spurs get the win here. A huge victory for them, knotting this series to 2. Allie, thank you as always. Game 4 of the NBA Finals is in the books. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce.
Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The Bucks find themselves in a postseason deadlock at 2 games apiece. It is a critical turning point, and they know the time is now as they face a pivotal Game 5 against the San Antonio Spurs. The NBA postseason coming up next.
Folks, it does not get any bigger than this. NBA Finals Game 5. We've watched these two so with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Anthony Davis is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Pippen. Then it's Tatum. And it's Durant. And at the 3, the small forward. And for Milwaukee, they've got Dwayne Wade. Garnett is out there with Duncan. And it's LeBron James. And it's Doncic in at the 1. LeBron outside. Look at San Antonio. Everyone wants to see how they're going to respond to this challenge, Greg. Game 5 on the road, NBA championship on the line.
And, you know, I think it's going to be key for them to just block out all the noise. You don't focus on what's being said or written about you. You just focus on the present moment because that's all you can control.
Terrific advice for these players. The 3 from Tatum. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Doncic feeling it out. Back to James. Doncic against Tatum. Count that one.
Luke, a combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
Pippen against Wade. Back to Pippen. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. That's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible incredible strength plus excellent agility.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Garnett outside. Back to Doncic. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Davis down low. Defended by Garnett. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You know, KG's an insanely long player, and that length allows him to bait defenders into contact and to finish through it.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the night here. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Tatum. Doncic grabs the miss.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Jason Tatum grabs the board.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Tatum. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Morning's checked in for Garnett. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Spurs. Doncic outside. Duncan surveying the D. Here's LeBron. Kept alive. Here's Wade. And the rejection by Pippen.
Elite at both ends. Pippen sees the play develop, and then the perfect timing on the block.
Mitchell wide open. Misses the 3. And it's Wade with the ball for Milwaukee. Trailing by 2. Davis against Duncan. He's looking for LeBron and finds it. And it's sent back by KD. Mitchell against Wade. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Second is Jason Tatum. Fourth, LeBron James.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Milwaukee. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Thompson, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Luka is a massive guard. He can do damage inside just as easily as outside.
Mitchell against Doncic. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Mitchell outside. From downtown, score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from 3.
Bucks trail by 3. Doncic passes to Morning. And it's Anthony, top of the key. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Thompson with it, guarded now by Duncan. Anthony against Davis. Davis. Milwaukee with the rebound. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Inside, Duncan. A putback. They shoot again. And it's good on the way in.
Gotta admire the focus now. Duncan is really good at overpowering the defense at times. I like seeing him get to work inside.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That's good from Durant. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Anthony Towns checked in for Morning. LeBron comes in for Tim Duncan. Thompson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Payton in for Luka Doncic. San Antonio also making some changes. Chamberlain's checked in for Anthony Davis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Mitchell. And George is subbed in for Scottie Pippen. Giannis against James. Chamberlain with a screen on LeBron. Down low. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
James with a deep three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
So with Pippen sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Mitchell is out there with Amen Thompson. Then there's Chamberlain, and then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's George in at the small forward. Here's Anthony. A shot that time, not on target. George with the defensive effort. On the wing, Giannis. Back to Thompson. Pass to Chamberlain. 4 on the shot clock. George. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. George has got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Anthony down low, defended by George. Tries from 7. And it's Anthony getting it to go. Anthony's got his second basket.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Top Chamberlain, defended by Towns. Back to Giannis. Chamberlain a screen. Giannis with it. Now Anthony defending. And Giannis gets it to go.
You know, Giannis has a really good basketball IQ, so he recognizes that taking and making mid-range jumpers is going to help keep the defense honest when they're guarding.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. A different look for Milwaukee. Morning's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Garnett comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Thompson. Then for the Spurs, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Chamberlain. Tatum comes in for George. And Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Thompson. Pass to Morning. Over Gobert, and the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 2 points in the bucket for Morning.
Boy, the interior game of Morning, really strong, solid, excellent at getting quality shots in close.
Wade against Pippen. Here he goes. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
LeBron outside. Back to Payton. Over Mitchell. Good D by Mitchell. Spurs leading by 4. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And they call an illegal screen here.
And the turnovers are what stand out. I know they're leading, but it's got to catch up to them if they keep wasting possession.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Bucks. San Antonio also making some changes. Durant's checked in for Gobert. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Mitchell.
One of the things that's really impressive about Luka Doncic is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body, and becoming a better athlete. That spells trouble for the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Towns, he's checked in for Morning. And Thompson in for James. Spurs also with the sub. Gobert's checked in. Here's Thompson. The rebound by the Bucks. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
KD against Thompson. Pass to Tatum. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Fourth, Kevin Garnett.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
And the Spurs making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Jackson Hayes comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Peyton in for Klay Thompson. Chamberlain's checked in for San Antonio. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes here for the Bucks. Mourning comes in for Hayes. And Carmelo Anthony's subbed in for Peyton. Outside Anthony. There's 1:40 left to play here in the half. And stolen by Chamberlain. Pass to Mitchell. Now Pippen. Wade is covering. Now here's Tatum. 5 to shoot. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And Tatum is really good at bouncing off the defense. Again, playing through contact and knocking down shots, despite getting bumped and thumped on his way to the hoop.
Duncan, he's checked in for Milwaukee. LeBron comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Giannis, he's checked in for San Antonio. Anthony Davis comes in for Donovan Mitchell. Doncic outside. Over Tatum. And it's Doncic missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
KD, a screen on Doncic. Outside Durant, shoots the three. Oh, KD buries the three.
No fear or hesitation from KD. He's able to hit from anywhere.
Bucks trail by 7. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. To end the run, San Antonio with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Duncan grabs the rebound. Duncan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wade against Tatum. Now here's Wade. Duncan with a screen on Tatum. Here's Wade. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And a close game so far through the first 2. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined.
Taking a look at the... And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it.
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Duncan. D-Wade out there with Luka Doncic. And it's LeBron James. And it's Garnett in at the 4. Here's Wade. No good there. Good D by Giannis. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Leading by 5.
You know, when trying to defend Davis, the combination of size and quickness he has is a problem. Hard not to foul.
The Spurs have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. And the Bucks making a change here. Towns is checked in. Both good from the line that time.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Doncic finds Wade. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Oh, and here comes Pippen all alone. KD looking around. Outside Tatum. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Pippen against Wade. Duncan with the screen for Wade. High post try, and he nails the jumper. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, it's obvious Wade loves the mid-range, and the mid-range loves him back. He's got just the right release for that distance.
To the paint. Here's Tatum. Throws it down. JT.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Doncic outside. James against Durant. Lobbed up there for Wade. Hammers the alley-oop through.
The bounce is real from Wade. Wow.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Tatum gets to Durant. Pippen against Wade. Back to Durant. So efficient in there.
Man, it's so impressive the way Durant gets that floater off so fast. I mean, at nearly 7 feet tall with guard-like quickness, that should almost be outball.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Towns. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Thompson passes to Doncic. A rebound by the Spurs. Bounce pass on Antetokounmpo. The wide open look for Durant. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And it's a 10-point Spurs lead.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Doncic passes to Thompson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Durant kicks to Tatum. Pippen against Wade. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Rebound, Milwaukee. Duncan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
He gets that one. Duncan's got his second basket of the game.
And, you know, Duncan is an incredible talent. He's a menace on the block. Exceptional at scoring deep inside.
The setup and the slam by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Duncan outside. Thompson for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Thompson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Giannis sets a screen for Durant. They get the rebound. Antetokounmpo finds Davis. Outside Durant. Here's Pippen. pass to Antetokounmpo. It's Giannis pulling it down.
Boy, extra effort by Giannis, the multi-time MVP. He's just built a little differently.
To the inside. And then Wade slams it in.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Giannis passes to KD. Pippen against Duncan. To the paint. Here's Davis. Nice shot off that time. Good D by James. Pass to Thompson. James outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Bully ball. And LeBron has been doing that since he stepped into the league.
The Bucks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the Bucks with some changes. Warnings checked in for Duncan. Anthony comes in for Wade. And it's Peyton in for Doncic. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Chamberlain's checked in for Davis. George comes in for Kevin Durant. Mitchell, he's checked in for Scottie Pippen. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Tatum. Giannis dishes to George. From 15 feet away, and it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Anthony. And here is Antetokounmpo. He's got 11. Antetokounmpo through contact.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's San Antonio leading by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Mitchell is out there with Paul George. Then it's Pippen. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Tatum in at the power forward position. Tatum looking around. A 3 from Tatum.
Really smooth release from Tatum on that 3. Makes that shot look effortless.
Pass to Anthony. Shoots over Pippen. Sweet move. The rebound by Pippen.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
They grant their own miss. The shot by Chamberlain, no good. Bucks trail by 5. Lob pass to Garnett. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
A specialty of KG's, the lob slam.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. They've led by as much as 10. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Warnings checked in for Milwaukee. Gobert's checked in for San Antonio. Amen Thompson comes in for Mitchell. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He's happy with how they've been playing. He told them, hey, they had their chance, but this is where we take it from them. This is our game and our series. He's got him pretty fired up, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks.
I really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
And the Bucks making a change here. Duncan's checked in. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Paul George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The free throw drops for Garnett.
Really hard not to respect the tremendous impact Garnett has on both ends of the floor. He plays with tremendous intensity in all situations and never gives you less than 100% effort.
Gill is checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Davis, the pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Mr. Gobert. And here's Davis for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Duncan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Tatum against Payton. From 6 away. Outside for Davis. Wade against Thompson. Puts up a deep 3. Excellent D from Wade. The Bucks trail. Here's Gill. Pass to Garnett. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Wade. Here's Duncan. Gobert with the block.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
Outside Pippen from outside the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. LeBron's checked in for Gill, and Doncic is subbed in for Payton. Then for the Spurs, Giannis comes in for Rudy Gobert, and Kevin Durant subbed in for Thompson.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Tatum against Doncic. Oh, superb execution exhibited from Durant.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. This guy relishes the moment.
Durant against LeBron. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. And here's Tatum for 3. Bucks trail by 5. Garnett surveilling the defense. With the shot. And Durant sends it back.
For all the scoring, KD's 7.5-foot reach can sometimes get overlooked. He said, let me remind you with that rejection.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass. Constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
You know, the power and intensity on display there from James, guys. I mean, giving the defense no other choice but to foul.
And the second of 2 is good. That brings them within 5.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Here's Tatum. Outside for Pippen. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Bucks have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Garnett up top. He's guarded by Davis. Garnett dishes to Doncic. Wild pass to Garnett. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And an intentional foul right there. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Duncan outside. Garnett against Davis. Great D that time from Davis. And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So it gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And so Doncic will bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Garnett. Over Davis. Wade from outside. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Doncic against Tatum. And so it's the Spurs with the win. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can
Yeah, right. Thanks so much.